Hello friends, today we are going to start our new topic, friction and its effects. So let's begin. Friends, we are surrounded by friction everywhere around us. For example, while playing football, when we kick on the ball, it starts moving in the forward direction. But after some time, it eventually comes to rest. Why? It is because of friction only, which is acting in the opposite direction of motion. Let us take another example of a box lying on a table. Now, when we apply a force to cause a motion in the forward direction, simultaneously a force in the opposite direction, in this direction, automatically start acting, and this force is known as friction. Now, even during walking, we are encountered by friction, which is air friction and friction from the ground, which resist our motion in the forward direction. So this is all the basic idea about friction. Now let us proceed further in our lecture. So the next part of our video is introduction. That is, what is friction? Now, a friction can be defined as the resistance that an object encounters while moving over the surface of another object or moving through a fluid is known as friction. And the force which tries to stop or oppose the relative motion between two surfaces in contact is known as frictional force. So, in simple language, we can say that friction is the resistance encountered by an object during its motion over the surface of another object. Now, let us understand friction with the help of some examples. First, slow down of a bicycle on applying the brakes. Now, while riding a cycle, as soon as we apply the brakes, the cycle eventually comes to rest. Why? It is due to friction only. As soon as we press the brakes comes in contact with the wheel and stops its rotation, and thereby stopping it to move in the forward direction. Another example can be of slow down of a ball rolling over the ground after some time. You all must have played football. Now, whenever we kick the football, it starts moving, and then after a few distance, it comes to rest. Why? It is due to friction, which is acting at the surface of contact of the football and the ground in the direction opposite to the direction of motion. So this is the direction of motion and this is the direction of friction, which results in ceasing the motion of football. Now let us proceed further in our lecture, which is important points or important properties of friction. First one. The force of friction or frictional force always opposes the force applied. That is, whenever there is a force applied on an object to cause its motion, there starts a friction acting in the opposite direction of the applied force. And the direction of applied force and frictional force will be always opposite to each other. The second point is that frictional force always acts along the surface in contact of objects. That is, if an object is placed on a table and if it tries to move it by applying a force, the frictional force will always act along this surface of contact between the box and the table. The next property is the direction of frictional force is always opposite to the direction of motion of the object. That is, if there is a force acting in this direction to cause a motion in this direction, the frictional force will always be in this direction, that is opposite to the direction of motion. So these were some important points or properties regarding the friction or frictional force. Now after knowing what is friction, some examples and some important properties of friction, let us proceed further to the cause of friction. What causes friction? Now, the surface of every object has irregularities on it. That is, consider this box lying on this table. Now, this edge of this box looks very smooth with our naked eyes. But if we take out an area and zoom it with the help of a microscope, we will find that there are a large number of irregularities present at the surface of both box and the table. Now, the thing is that rough surfaces like road surface have high or large number of irregularities on them, while smooth surfaces like mirror have low number of irregularities on their surface. Now, when two objects come into contact with each other, their surface gets interlocked due to the presence of these irregularities, which causes friction. That is, if there is a force applied on this direction to cause a motion, there will be a reverse force which will automatically act at these points in contact or at the point of interlock. These forces opposes the force applied and resist the motion of the object or the box. And these resisting forces are known as friction or frictional force. Now, there is a note over here, which is every surface has some irregularities on it, no matter how much smooth the surface is. A perfectly smooth surface with no or zero irregularities is practically not possible. That is, how much smooth the surface looks like. There are always a certain number of irregularities present over its surface. So, if we take out an area of this sheet and zoom it with the help of a microscope, we will find that there are a certain number of irregularities present over its surface, which are not visible from naked eyes. And the reason behind the presence of these irregularities over the surface of such a smooth surface is the limitation of manufacturing. Now, after knowing the cause of friction, let us proceed further in our lecture. That is, some interesting facts. Now, you must have heard about lubricants. What is lubricant and how it works? Now, a lubricant is basically an oil which is used for proper and smooth functioning of the moving parts of a machine. The machine can be anything like motorcycle or bicycle and any other. Now, how does it work? So, a lubricant is basically a oil which gets entrapped into the irregularities present over the surface of the object which are in contact with each other. That is, they fill out all the irregularities present at the contact of surface, thereby making the surface very smooth and resulting in very smooth flow or motion of the object which are in contact. It also prevents the rubbing of the moving parts and thereby prevents wear and tear of the material. Now, let us talk about effects of friction. A friction can have both desirable and undesirable effects depending upon the situation and condition. So let us first talk about desirable or positive effects of friction. So some of the major positive effects of friction are: first, walking over any surface. Yes, walking is possible only due to the presence of friction between the floor and our feet or shoes or whatever we are wearing. Now during walking, we apply a force backwards against the ground in this direction, and in return the ground applies a frictional force forward, which helps us in moving forward. Now, if there is no friction, a person at rest would slip if he tries to move, and if someone is already in motion, can't able to stop. Now, The next benefit of friction is moving and stopping a vehicle. Now, since a vehicle is very heavy, a very sufficient amount of friction is required between the surface of road and the wheel. Now, in a wheel, as soon as we apply the brakes, the vehicle comes to a rest. Why? It is because as soon as we apply brakes, the ground provides a friction force in the direction opposite to the direction of motion at the bottom of each wheel, that is, at the surface of contact of the wheel and the ground or the road. So, without friction, neither the vehicle will come into motion nor will it stop moving on applying brakes. Now, let us proceed further. The next benefit of friction is writing with pen, pencil or a chalk. Now, writing on a paper or blackboard is possible only due to the presence of friction between the tip and the writing surface. In case of the chalk and a blackboard, when we try to write something on the blackboard, the chalk gets rubbed over the blackboard due to friction, leaving some of the particles of chalk stuck on the blackboard, which can be seen from our eyes and allows the writing. Now, friction is the only reason behind the working of eraser. Without friction, we can't able to erase anything written out on a paper with the help of a pencil. Due to friction only, the eraser is able to take out the particles of pencil stuck on the paper and it allows the erasing process. Now, let us proceed to the next benefit, that is to grip any object in our hands. Yes, the gripping of any object is in our hand is possible only due to the presence of friction. The friction provides a force in a upward direction which balances the gravity or weight of the object and allows us to hold the object in our hand. Now, if due to some reason the friction in our hand gets reduced, maybe due to the presence of some oil or water in our hand, then it becomes very difficult to hold any object in our hand. So, a sufficient amount of friction is required to hold anything in our object, in our hand. Now, these were some important, desirable or positive effects of friction. Now, apart from them, there are some major, serious, undesirable effects of friction are also there. Some of the major examples are: first, wearing out and loss of material, like brakes of cycle, sole of shoes, sandal, and grip of tires. Let us consider this picture. There is a new shoes over here and an old shoes over here. Now this shoes, the old one, has worn out from this area, while the new shoes is still having a good grip on it. Why it is so? The answer is friction. Whenever we try to move on a road or any other surface by wearing a shoes in our feet, there is a friction acting in between the roads and the shoes. Now at the contact area between the two, there is interlocking of the irregularities between the two surfaces, i.e., that is surface of shoes and the road. Now due to this interlocking, there is rubbing between these two surfaces. Now, since the sole of the shoe is made up of rubber, it is not so much strong to handle this rubbing. So a part of the gets breaked and removed from the shoes. That is, this area gets removed due to the rubbing. That is why the shoes, the old one, has got slippery with time. Now let us proceed to the next undesirable effect of friction, that is loss of energy and production of heat. It is one of the major disadvantages of friction. You all must have seen a motor, electric motor. Now, the electric motors become very warm after a continuous because of the formation of heat in the moving parts due to friction. Now, many machines have moving parts like this one. And in these machines, the friction opposes their motion of the moving part. Hence, to keep them in motion, extra energy is required. And also, due to rubbing of the moving parts with each other, there is a production of large amount of heat, which can damage other parts of the machine also, which can create other major problem also. So, these were the two major drawbacks or negative effects of friction which we have studied right now. So let us proceed further. Let us talk about an interesting fact, that is loss of energy and heat. In winter, you all must have did this, that is rubbing of hands to produce or to warm them up. Now after a continuous rubbing of hands, we all feel a little bit tired. Why? The answer is due to friction only. The friction opposes our motion, that is the process of rubbing in between our hands. So, it requires a continuous energy to keep our hands in rubbing motion or to rub each other and produce heat. So, the energy of our hand in rubbing gets converted into heat. And due to continuous rubbing, we are losing our energy in the form of heat. That is why after some time, we start feeling tired. Now, after having a look on the effects of friction, let us talk about some application of friction. First, take out this example or application. Why most of the sportsmen use shoes with spikes on them? Like this one. You can see the spikes over here at the bottom of the shoe in their sole. Now, what is the requirement of these spikes? So let us understand. Since most of the sports are played in natural ground where there is sand or soil over the playing area. Now, a sportsman requires quick movement. Every sportsman requires this quick movement. Now, a shoe with just rubber grip on it is unable to give the required frictional force for that quick movement. That is why they use shoes having spikes. These spikes get into the ground or sand surface, providing a better interlocking between the shoe and the ground, and thereby resulting in a very quick movement of the players, and thus giving them or allowing them to give their better performance. Now, let us take another application of friction, that is why kabaddi players rub their hands with soil. Now, you all have must seen the kabaddi game. It is a very famous game in India. Now, have you ever noticed why the players in the game used to rub their hand with sand, powder or soil? The answer is to increase the friction of their hand. Let us understand it more. Our hands has sweat glands in them, so they produce sweat. Now, kabaddi game requires a strong grip, but due to the presence of sweat in our hands get little bit lubricated and thereby reducing the grip of our hand. Now, when the player rub their hand with sand or some kind of powder like this, it basically absorbs the sweat present in our hand and thereby drying our hands and making their grip strong again. So this is the reason why the kabaddi players used to rub their hands with sand, soil or powder at the beginning and at many times in between the games. So this is all for today's lecture. I hope you have understood what is friction, some examples, some important properties of friction, the cause of friction, some desirable and undesirable effects of friction, and some of the application of friction. So see you in the next lecture. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.